Many of you have watched me since 5 years ago go to aesthetic school, graduate, open up my own suites in the middle of the pandemic when facials weren't even allowed. Then you saw me move to another location, another suite, upgrade. And then finally, you guys saw me open up my own storefront and hire a team. I kind of went missing after opening up the storefront because it required a lot, and that is what today's video is about. Is opening up a storefront really worth it in 2025? I know you guys are dying to know. I've been talking about this a lot on TikTok and Instagram, on Reels, and so many people have been agreeing with me. This was the first time my TikTok has actually gone viral. I felt like it was so hard for me to grow on my spa page on TikTok, and then I made a secondary page because you guys know I opened up my own academy. It's called Tizzy Essential Academy. So I've been teaching other estheticians just like how I have been on here, but with so much more things that I've learned over the course of the past 5 years to really help people perfect their business, all the way from starting in a suite to learning how to properly hire team members. So I've been really enjoying that. I remember last time we spoke, I was talking about having imposter syndrome and just thinking like, oh, what do I have to offer? And me teaching other people, baby, you got a lot to offer. Fast forward, I think it's about almost 3 years since I've been in my storefront. And I felt like this video was very important to do because I know a lot of you guys look up to me. I know many of you have become estheticians because of me, my story, inspiring you all. And I feel like it wouldn't be right if I didn't share with you guys what I've experienced opening up a storefront, as well as because I've been sharing it on TikTok and so many people have been agreeing with me. So where should we start? First of all, I feel like the beauty industry makes it seem like you've only made it when you open up a storefront. I'm not saying I opened up my storefront because I wanted to seem like I made it. I grew out of my last suite. If you guys remember, it was very small. My second suite was way smaller than my first one. I am really good when it comes to selling retail products because it's very essential for your clients' results. And my clients specifically are looking for corrective skincare, and you can't get people corrective results if you're only doing treatments and not giving them any home care. I ran out of space for carrying my products, as well as it was just really small, and me and the person I was renting from, I just didn't care for her. I feel like I talk about it all the time. I don't know why my energy and my growth always bothers people. It's like I feel like people always have low expectations of me, and then God always blows me out the water and people get upset by it. Like, and the craziest part is a lot of people that feel some type of way, bothered by me, they make so much more money than me. They have so much more status, clients, but you know, a lot of people can see your star shining bright and they can see your future and you can't. So they can see your potential and it makes them uncomfortable. So that's all I'll say about that situation. I don't want to really go too deep into that. But yeah, so I was growing out of that suite, and I always had in the back of my head that I wanted to open up a storefront. I didn't think it was going to happen that fast. I was really comfortable at the place I was because it had a washer and dryer, and my first place did it, and I was so thankful. Oh, and it had a sink like that. I was just so grateful for those two things. And I kind of got comfortable. I had a room across from me, and one of my old friends from high school actually rented out those rooms, so we got close. So anytime in between clients, we would open up our door and we would chat. Client comes, close the door, and then they leave. We'll open the door and then we'll start talking. So like I was just comfortable there. But yeah, I just felt like I was growing out of the space. The energy got weird. I didn't really feel welcome there. So I started to plan my exit, but I told myself I'm already growing out of this suite. It doesn't really make sense to go get another suite and like probably grow out of that one too, because I grew at an exponential rate. I used ChatGPT. I think he said that I had like I don't know, like I tripled my growth like almost every year since I opened up my business. and I was in the top 5% of what people usually make in the spa industry. So all that to say is I was doing really well. There's so many people looking for skin experts that can get them results because their dermatologist isn't able to get it done, or the people that are estheticians in their city don't know how to get them results either. So I've been able to capitalize off that and be able to serve clients all online and get them amazing results without them ever having to step foot in my clinic. So that was the best thing that ever happened to me. So the whole point of this video is to tell you guys that it's not all hopes lost. We have virtual aesthetics now, and I just want to let you guys know that you are not nothing and you didn't not make it because you didn't open up a storefront. You are still successful if you get your license and you're able to make a living off of your skill. That is amazing. There's so many people who feel like the final step is getting a storefront because that's what the beauty industry has made it seem like you made it. And I know so many salon owners that they hated having a storefront, and I wish I knew of them before I opened them. I found out everything like after, and also through TikTok. So virtual aesthetics, I learned about that in my mentorship program and I mastered it, and I have my own things that I've implemented. So you guys know in my academy, that is my new thing. So I tell people, if you want freedom, if you don't want to depend on other people bringing you revenue, and you don't want to be chained to your treatment room, you need to go into virtual aesthetics. That's the only thing that gives you freedom. Opening up a storefront and hoping people can get the job done for you and actually show up and actually perform at the height that you need them to, it's too much of a burden. Like, I wish I knew about virtual aesthetics before I opened up my storefront. There's days that I made over 10K. I think my highest day was like 12K in a day. And I consistently made about like 5K, 6K, 7K, just treating people all virtually. Like, in a day, you can't even do enough facials in a day by yourself to ever make that amount of money. So virtual aesthetics is where it's at. If you guys want to increase your income, if you want to utilize your license and not be chained to so much overhead, like, I highly recommend that. And the shift is happening now. I'm not the only or the first person to do virtual aesthetics. Savannah Boda does it. She treats people online. There's this other girl, I can't remember her name right now, but she does it too. I do it. My mentor does it. A few other people in the mentorship program, we do it, but it's not as popular. So, and even if it was, everyone has their own personality, their own marketing strategy. So I never want you to worry about oversaturation, but if there was anything you could do now and hit the ground running, it would be virtual aesthetics because it's not too tapped into. And honestly, it can't get oversaturated because, like I said, you have the whole United States. All you have to do is be great and be able to get people results. So yeah, guys, in my academy, I break down everything. I show you my exact script that I do on the virtual consultations to make sure that my clients convert and they actually buy stuff. Anytime I speak to someone, they're spending at least $500 minimum, all the way up to $3,000. Because a lot of people, you can go and try and do it on your own, but you probably won't be that successful because you do need to know how to sell. Also, there's so many other things on the back end that you have to do to make sure your clients are happy, because you know they're not getting the experience in person, so you want to be able to keep in touch. So I have systems for that as well. I also have a pretty cool thing that I use on my social media, and I basically have some type of like bot that works for me, and it answers people even when I'm sleeping. It speaks in Spanish. It's really cool, y'all. So I break everything down in my program. So if you guys thought I gave good game here when it came to opening up a suite, just wait until you guys get inside of my academy. And inside of my academy, if you guys are brand new and you're still in school, I show you how to get your LLC all the way down to, like, if you want to open up a suite as well, if you want to open up a storefront, if you want to hire a team no matter what I'm telling you. And also, I don't want to discourage anybody. If your dream is to open up a storefront and you feel like that is for you, go ahead. But I just wish people were more transparent about what comes with opening up a storefront. Cause, excuse me, I just wish people were more transparent about what came with opening up a storefront, because like I said, I feel like the model is outdated. And also, when my TikTok went viral three different times when I was talking about how opening up a storefront is a scam, everybody was talking about how awful it was, but nobody shared their experiences. People just silently closed because they didn't want to feel embarrassed. But I feel like when you do that, it's a disservice to other people, because now that I'm sharing my experience, everyone's like, oh my gosh, yeah, me too, worst thing I ever did. But where are the videos? Where is the proof of people letting other people know? I don't know. I feel like my role in life is to protect other people from going through the same turmoil as me. But you know, I want to say I do not regret opening up a storefront at all. I needed it. Oh, I'm getting off topic. So I wanted to say, whether you want to open up a suite, you want to open up a storefront, you want to learn how to properly hire people, you want to learn about the automations, how to make money in your sleep, because I told you I have my bot talking to people, speaking in Spanish, having them purchase stuff, having them book consultations, like whatever you need, everything that's included in what you get, I'm going to link it in the description box. You definitely want to be on this, because if you only think that you're going to make money taking clients back to back all day, you're already behind. And honestly, 5 years in, I have to wear wrist braces sometimes, because what we do is not for forever. And that's another thing I wish that they told you about in school, is actually a real exit plan. Because it's like opening up a storefront or opening up a storefront and doing the salon suite method, it's not really like a long-term thing, because you're always going to have to depend on other people to pay your bills. And if they can't do it, all of that overhead falls on you. And storefront overhead is a lot of money. Like if you fall behind, like people can't help you. It's thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars a month. So anyway, back to what I was saying. I don't regret opening up a storefront at all, because I just feel like God always uses me, and I have no shame. My parents and stuff, they be like, why you be on there telling all your business? Because nobody was here to help me on this journey. So I'm here to return the favor. There's a saying, it's like, first you learn, then you earn, and then you return. That's how life is supposed to be. I have no shame, because I didn't fail. My storefront is still opening. It's still open. And I found something else that is better. So now I can tell other people how to actually enjoy their money and not waste it on overhead and not be disappointed, and just prevent yourself from going into debt, being chained into a 5-term lease, because usually storefronts are 5-term or longer. Like, I just want to help other people not fall into the same trap. That's the whole purpose of this channel. I wanted to bring you guys on the same journey as me, so you could learn from me. And I'm at kind of like the final point of everything, because I'm telling you about the storefront experience, and I'm never opening up another one, because this world, everything is going digital, you know? Virtual aesthetics is the way to be. Like, uncapped money that you can make, freedom. All you need is your laptop and your phone. You can do consultations with people in different states, different cities. Like, you don't have to be trapped to a suite, to a storefront. You don't have to worry about overhead. Like, how nice would it be? I know salon suites now are like $1,200 a month. And if you have a storefront, you're probably paying like $3,000 at minimum, all the way up to like $10K. Imagine being able to save all that money. What would your life look like? And also just having freedom. You could spend time with your family, your kids, if you got kids. You can travel. Because I do consultations when I travel from my hotel room. Like, I don't have to do it in the spa. Anyways, y'all, I feel like this video is so long. This is probably my longest YouTube video. Oh my gosh, guys, there's just so much I want to say. There's just so much. I lost my train of thought because I just was all over the place. But I just want to thank you guys for being a part of my journey in aesthetics. I'm kind of sad. Like, I feel like this might be the end of everything that I have to say about aesthetics. I mean, I'm still in the aesthetics industry. I'm a teacher now of it. I'm teaching other people how to be in virtual aesthetics. I'm not against doing people in person. There's some treatments that you have to do in person. So, like I said, in my mentorship program, I teach all of it because you guys know I've done all of it. So I have experience. So I teach all of it, but I guess as far as like YouTube videos, when it comes to teaching, I feel like this is the last video because I made it to the end, which is supposed to be like the exit plan, which is the storefront, and I found out how to capitalize my skills and do it digitally. And also God called me to teach, and I feel like he's more pushing me that way. So I feel like when my lease is up for the storefront, I'm just gonna be teaching full time. And I honestly have been loving it. I got so many reviews. People are like, wow, like God really led me to you. Like, this is amazing. So I just feel like that's my next chapter now, is teaching. And like I said, I've done every single step that there is to take when it comes to this industry. So yeah, I mean, I hit 5 years in August this year. August 15th, this year is what, 2025? That is going to be my 5-year mark, and I'm really proud of myself because they have a saying that like most people fail in their first 5 years in business. And I know I haven't been there yet, but God willing, I'm not failing. So I'm grateful, and thank you guys so much for being on this journey with me. I hope you really valued this video of me being open and transparent. I hid it for a long time, like my feelings, not only because people told me I'm new, so like just see it out, but I just feel like if I'm having the same issues almost 3 years in and every other storefront owner is telling me the same thing, it's not just me. And like I said earlier, there's times and seasons for everything. Back in the day, storefronts and storefront models worked, but things have changed. They didn't have salon suites like that back then. And it's okay to pivot, and it's really important to learn in entrepreneurship and in this industry to understand the times. Don't do things that are things of the past because that's how it used to be done. You're gonna get caught up, and you're gonna get in trouble, and you're gonna fail. So make sure you guys move with the curve, or you're gonna get left behind. Kind of like people who heard about the internet, the .com, and they're like, oh no, blah, blah, blah. What is that? And now look at technology, look at AI. Like, if you don't catch up, you're gonna be left behind. Now in this time, things are evolving quicker and quicker and quicker, and things are changing faster and faster and faster. So especially with the virtual aesthetic stuff, you wanna get on it. Like, why not make money in your sleep? Today, I woke up and I made $300 and I didn't do anything. I woke up to a notification, my clients were reordering products. That's what I'm talking about. If you have to clock in, if you have to, not even clock in, if you have to go to the spa, if you have to go to your suite every single day and actually trade a service for money, you're gonna be left behind and you're gonna have to work till you die. That's another thing that people don't talk about when it comes to opening up your own salon suite. You need to have an exit plan, and you need to do something digitally, because if you're always working, you have to trade your time for money. You're still an employee. You're a super employee. That's all you are. And I had to learn that. And I know it's hard to hear, but you're just a super employee. You're not, I don't know which word I want to use, but you're not really like a CEO. A CEO is someone that can step away from their business and it doesn't fall apart and it still makes money. So if you're in school, if you have just a suite right now, or you have a storefront, you need to go into the digital space and make money passively, because you can't keep trading your time for money. You're gonna burn out. You're probably burnt out right now, or you're on your way to burnout. So yeah, y'all, I feel like there's so much more I could say. I'm trying to think of some other things. I want to touch on the suite model before I go, because I know that's a popular thing and people might be like, oh, why don't you just turn your place into like salon suites? It's hard to find people to do that too, especially me living in a small city. A lot of people want to do stuff from home, and so they're really cheap about what they want to spend. A lot of people don't have enough clientele, so it's a lot of new people texting me, and that's the worst thing to do, is to rent out your space to somebody new. They're not going to be able to pay the rent. So yeah, and also if you're thinking about doing the salon suite model, just know you're going to have to open up a place that has a lot of rooms, because if you are charging someone $100 a week and let's say you only have like 4 people, do the math, y'all. I think that's what, $1,600, and I told you rent starts at $3K. So you're already in the red, and most places they don't really have that many spaces. So the salon suite method doesn't really work if you don't want to work. Like, you'll only make like 2 to 3K in passive income. The people who make a lot of money with the salon suite models are people who are able to get big buildings, or people who have multiple salon suites. And that will get very expensive because you have to do the build out, and the build out at minimum is 30K all the way up to 150K or more. How many of those can you afford to build? How much debt are you gonna go into? So like I keep saying, y'all, go digital. Like, go digital. Don't open up a brick and mortar. That is old school. I know so many people think if they open up a storefront, they made it. Even I was talking to my client, she said she wanted to do a brick and mortar so bad for her clothing business, and her husband said not to do it. And I told her, don't do it. Like, there's no point. If you're selling clothes, you can target people all over the world. If you open up a brick and mortar, you're only getting people locally, and people think when you have a brick and mortar, people are gonna come in. People just walk by and they look and they keep going. Opening up a storefront doesn't make you get more customers or more clients. You're better off doing it all online and having your freedom. And then when you have a brick and mortar, you have to be open within certain hours. People are gonna be mad if they come and you're supposed to be open and it's closed. If you do everything online, you can have your freedom. Freedom is the goal, y'all. Like, we gotta get outside of these looks and aesthetics and thinking what the world says is I made it, is that. It's not. Freedom and making sure you actually have money in your pocket. Storefronts will burn a hole in your pocket. You'll be making all this money, and then after all these bills, you barely see anything. Go online. Go online. Y'all gotta move with the times and the seasons, okay? This video is so ridiculously long, but I really hoped it helped somebody. Once again, I gotta make a disclaimer, because a lot of people be like, oh, well, that's not everyone's experience. Still open up your storefront if you want to. Yeah, still open up your storefront if you want to, but just know it's not like before. Finding good people are hard to find, especially after COVID. Forget about it. Finding good people is hard to find. Finding dependable people are hard to find. Our age of people and younger are very entitled, and they have zero respect and zero morals. People don't move like how they used to back in the day. So just know it's very high stress and it's very expensive to have a storefront or a salon suite model. So I'm just here to let you know what to expect before you go into it. If you have a suite, nothing's wrong with having a suite. Keep your suite, and don't feel like you didn't make it because you're not in a storefront, or don't feel like you have to get there to have accomplished something. Keep your suite and enjoy your money, and go digital and make even more money, okay? On that note, if you want to join my academy so I can give you my virtual esthetician playbook, so I can give you the exact step-by-step system on how I was able to make multiple 10K days in my business, just type academy in the comments, and also just look in the description. I'll have the link in there below. I hope this video was helpful, and I don't know, I don't think I'm gonna leave you guys, but for now, my main focus is my school. Make sure you follow me on TikTok and on Instagram in case you miss me. I still have my storefront, but there's really not much for me to say, especially because I have my academy. And I don't know, y'all, I just feel like at this point, I think I should get paid for all my knowledge. I've given a lot for free. So yeah, if you want to support me and you want to get more knowledge, on this field, on this industry. I've worked with multiple multi-millionaires. I've learned so much, y'all. That's why I'm always missing, because I'm always learning. This brain, she's worth a lot right now. And she's only gonna be worth more and more. So yeah, y'all, I'll see y'all on the other side. Thank you so much for always being so supportive and being a part of this entire journey with me. And yeah, excited for my next season, which is being a mentor and a teacher. I'll see y'all on the other side. Bye.